In Chapter 1 of Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein takes over the narration and begins his story. He starts by recounting his family background, birth, and early childhood. He explains that his father, Alphonse, was close with a merchant named Beaufort. When Beaufort died, Alphonse took care of his daughter Caroline. 2 years later, Alphonse and Caroline married, and shortly after, they had Victor. During Victor's early childhood, the family adopted Elizabeth Lavenza, the daughter of Alphonse's deceased sister. She and Victor grew up as close friends, and Mrs. Frankenstein decided that they should marry when they reached adulthood. Victor explains how wonderful their childhood was, especially because they had such loving, intelligent parents, as well as enough wealth for leisure. At 9, Victor became close friends with a schoolmate, Henry Clerval. While Henry was more interested in romance, Victor spent his time studying science. The two soon bonded and became lifelong best friends. Victor had 2 brothers, William, the youngest, and Ernest, the middle child. In adolescence, Victor read Cornelius Agrippa, Paracelsus, and Albertus Magnus. All of this reading sparked his love of learning. 2 years later, at 15, he saw an electrical storm, which developed his interest in electricity. Victor's story of his childhood introduces some of the novel's most important issues, the first being the role of women in the early 19th century. Both Caroline and Elizabeth Lavenza are passive characters and taken care of by men. Given Shelley's background as the daughter of the foremost feminist of the era, Mary Wollstonecraft, this portrait of passive women having to be taken care of by men is surprising. The second is the importance of education. Alphonse made sure his children were educated and exposed Victor to the works of established and renowned authors. Again, something that points to Shelley's life as a daughter of scholars, Wollstonecraft and William Godwin. This chapter also lays the groundwork for Frankenstein's creation of the monster. By reading the works of Agrippa and the like, it portrays the invention as possible. The authors he read were alchemists and ancient scientists. Their goal was to discover the Philosopher's Stone, which could grant life and create immortality. His interest in creation, raising ghosts and electricity, build the framework for how he will bring the monster to life. Lastly, Victor's mother wanting him to marry Elizabeth, his cousin, was not strange for the time. But in the 1831 edition, Shelley changed the story to make Elizabeth unrelated.